Hey guys, Melissa here, and today I'm going to talk to you about what I'm doing to prepare for the coronavirus, especially as someone who has underlying conditions and severe anxiety and OCD. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any of my new content. And if you're not, welcome back. So I kind of debated making this video because I think we are all a little bit sick of hearing about the coronavirus. But as time goes on, it's becoming clear that this is going to really affect our life for who knows how long. And as someone who has several underlying conditions that make me more susceptible to it, I think it's something that we all have a responsibility to be prepared for. Like I said, I do have several underlying conditions, including respiratory issues, a heart issue. About 2 years ago, I had just the yearly bout of bronchitis and I almost died from that. I couldn't kick it for almost 6 months. So I think it's understandable why I'm pretty worried about this, but it's also a battle with my OCD and anxiety not to go into full-blown panic. So I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that can relate to that feeling. And I just wanted to talk about some common sense things that I am doing to prepare without allowing myself to feed into those really panicked emotions. The first thing I want to cover is cleaning. Now, a lot of this just seems common sense. I mean, the stores are completely cleaned out of any sort of disinfectant and a lot of the cleaning products, which can be a little bit scary if you weren't stocked up on that. But the good news is that this particular virus can completely be killed by just using regular soap and water on surfaces. Personally, I make my own DIY surface cleaner with Dr. Bronner's Castile soap, some water, and some essential oils. You don't have to have a disinfectant to clean the virus off of surfaces. So any soap and water you have at home is fine. I am using a disinfectant pretty liberally these days, and if you followed me for any amount of time, you know that I love the Force of Nature system because it is an EPA certified disinfectant, but it's completely non-toxic and it's basically fragrance free, so it does not bother my respiratory issues. A few things that I wanted to mention, obviously people are going nuts cleaning, but make sure that you are cleaning like your doorknobs, the entrances to your home. That's something I'm wiping down daily, even though there's not a lot of traffic in and out of my house. And if there is people coming and going, I try to wipe them with disinfectant very shortly after they leave. It's not foolproof, but I feel like it's helping to stem some of what's coming in. I am also asking everyone that comes into my house to wash their hands as soon as they get in the door. Basically, the only visitors I have right now is my daughter and her fiance, but they are both, I don't even have to tell them anymore. They know to go straight in and wash their hands. Another thing that you want to make sure you're cleaning is your electronics. Cell phones are filthy and disgusting anyway, and we're touching them constantly, whether you're touching your face and then touching your phone or going to the bathroom and then touching your phone. There's a lot of germs on it when there isn't a pandemic going on. So make sure that at least daily you are wiping it down either with a disinfectant wipe. Personally, I think they're Windex electronics wipes, and then I go over it with an e-cloth that is specifically made for electronics. I don't know that that's 100% foolproof as far as getting all the germs off, but I feel pretty comfortable with it and I know it's not damaging my device. I think the biggest issue that I'm on a soapbox on right now is stay home. I know a lot of people don't feel that they're at risk for coronavirus because they have healthy immune systems, they're young, they don't have underlying conditions, but the people who don't stay home are the ones that are spreading it around to those of us who are very concerned about it. I personally don't understand why some states still have school. My state is one that is still having school. My daughter works in a mall. I feel all those places should be shut down. She's newly pregnant. She's about 7 weeks along. And, you know, she's young. She needs the money, but it's scary what she's coming in contact with. Since a lot of places are on lockdown, and I suspect more and more will be put on lockdown in the coming days. Right now, you want to make sure that you refill all of your prescriptions and maybe do one final grocery order. This has been on my radar for a while, so I've been adding some extra things to my grocery orders over the past couple of weeks, but I do think I'm going to do an inventory of everything I have on hand and then do one final grocery order and really try to stock myself up for the next month or so that I am not putting myself at risk by going out, but I'm also not putting other people at risk by making the stores so busy that they can't let their employees stay home. I noticed in stores a lot of the junk food is really picked over and frozen foods and things like that, but there's an overabundance of fruits and vegetables, especially in the produce section. And to me, it makes sense that when we're fighting a viral pandemic that we want to eat to boost our immune systems. So I would encourage you to maybe stay away from so much processed food. I have been guilty of this as well. It's real easy when you're stuck at home and can't leave to want to crack open a bag of chips and, do a Netflix binge. But maybe concentrate on getting some whole foods and healthy foods over the next month or so. I am also making sure that I am taking my vitamins. That's just another line of defense to try to keep myself as healthy as possible, no matter what else is going on. So I am also going to stock up and make sure I have an extra bottle of all of my vitamins and supplements just to get me through the next month or so. Another major thing that I wanted to talk about was just taking care of your own mental health. I feel like I have been pretty good about not giving into the panic on this, especially given some of my mental health struggles, the fact that I am an extreme germaphobe anyway. But as the pandemic gets worse, as it gets closer to home, it's real easy to panic and other people are panicking. And it's definitely a domino effect. When people around you are starting to panic, it's hard not to just join in the fray. One major thing I have done is try to take a step back from social media, which is hard for me because I feel like the more that I just need to educate myself and learn as much as I possibly can, because then I feel more in control. But the thing is, the more I read, the more panicked I get. And I have just made a conscious effort to step back from social media. Facebook has been a really dangerous place for me to be because there's so many articles linked. And I think knowledge is important, and it's important that we take this seriously. But for someone who is struggling with panic, you don't have to read every single article. I think we all get the gist that we need to stay home, we need to wash our hands, things of that nature. So beyond that, maybe just, browse the news in the morning or at night, or sign up. Like CNN has a quick 10-minute news website where you can get the main gist without reading through tons of stories. Just take a step back and allow yourself some perspective. Another thing that I am finding helpful, and this is not in any way sponsored, it's something that I'm genuinely using, is the Talkspace therapy app. I actually started doing this long before coronavirus was a huge concern, but I have found it so helpful to have someone kind of talk me down off of the ledge and talk through why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling about this. Now, I find these types of apps to be extremely expensive, so I'm going to leave in the box below my referral link, which will give you $250 off of the first month, which takes it down to something like $10 for the first month. Personally, I could not afford to do it without a coupon code. So if that's something that's holding you back, if nothing else, just do a month and get yourself in a little better headspace with it. So as I wrap this up, I would just encourage you to take it seriously. A lot of people who aren't really at risk for becoming super sick with this are being a little flippant about it. And I think you need to realize that it is life and death for people like me, or, my grandparents, or just a lot of people, probably many people that you love and care about too. So try to take it seriously, and let's not focus on the inconvenience or the negative, because I know that this is going to be a major hit to the economy. And unfortunately, millions of people dying is also going to be a major hit to the economy. So let's pick our battles. Let's choose to be positive, and let's be a little proactive about it. So I hope you guys are all safe and healthy, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below.